Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second game of a triple header we got to wrap up week two. Uh, Sorry for not being here for the first game between the Abyss and the Tempest. Major Wi-Fi outage, very stressful, but huge thank you to Chicken and especially Sinks for streaming the match. Chicken for his commentary, and Sinks doing what he does best in streaming games instead of me having to, which is better for everybody. Um, But tonight we got the second to last game of the week between the Reef and the Fangs. The Reef are 0-1. The Fangs are also 0-1. Yeah, two teams 0-1. Just like a couple hours ago with the Abyss and the Tempest. Team's going to try to get their first win while the other falls to 0-2. Sinks, you got any initial thoughts before we break down the match?
I am pleasantly surprised with how my PC held in EU servers for that stream a couple of hours ago. Seemed
I
perfectly
mean, I
fine,
was I
honestly.
was I was able to watch it, and it looked fine. And again, the quality of Chicken's audio through the stream and how good he did, I'm very happy I was able to find him, and he was able to do that for us
Yeah, chickens are
instead
really
of just
good.
having to not have any commentary at all and just watching the game. It was nice to have someone else do it, and also to hear a different voice besides mine. I bet for a lot of you. But anything else you want to add before we break down this matchup?
Nope.
All right. Just waiting for it to pull up on stream because there's a 5-second delay. Absolute classic. And like I said, the Reef will be taking on the Fangs. A couple of things that team-wise stood out to me was the possession numbers for both these teams. They are if you look for the defense, they were in their defensive end above 70% of the time, both teams. So they didn't really get a lot of offense going. I don't know whether that's because the Fangs, who did they face week one? I can't believe I'm already forgetting.
I don't remember, but I know that I think didn't the Reef face the Tide, if I'm not mistaken?
The Reef faced the Tide were a very strong offense, so
Yeah, I was on that team
it would
for
be
that
pretty tough.
week, and we did spend a lot of the time like on the offensive side of the field. Like we had a lot of pressure on them. Yeah, Reef Fangs both being forced on the defensive side says a lot about their team in general. That maybe they don't have the best offense, or maybe they just have a good defense. But like their goal differential is minus. They both lost their week one games, so it's gonna be interesting to see who's the more offensive team, or if we have just an even matchup. That'd be cool to see. Another thing I want to point out is NVM being a round 3 player shooting over 60% accuracy. That is really good. That's better than anybody on Reef. And Slow and Zare are both really good players. Then again, Eyes being at the bottom of the stat sheet for Reef, he's a round 3 player, and he's shooting the second best accuracy for this matchup. That's a really cool thing to look at. How these round 3 players are shooting really good accuracy wise.
Yeah. To You just started talking about the players, but to go through the players tonight, the Reef have all their players here, so Slow, Zare, and Eyes. It was a little back and forth if we'd see Eyes tonight, but he was able to show up. On the other side, the Fangs have been just a carousel the last couple of weeks. NVM is a long-term sub for Sellout, who unfortunately just has such bad scheduling issues, but he wants to be a part of the league, so he's kind of taken on like a manager role. So NVM seems like he's going to be here for a while. Soklabot is one of the three players that got drafted. He's been around this whole time. And then Toxic, who is a temporary sub for Arox, who once again couldn't make it tonight. Another big loss for the Fangs. I was excited to see him play his first game.
Arox is the round 1 guy, and he's, I believe, top 3, maybe top 4 now with, what's his name, Washed joining the league, who was a peak SSL. But definitely, for sure, top 5 in terms of ranked. So I was excited to see him play. It's sad that he's out 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I think these teams are pretty even, and I'm excited to see how they perform.
Yeah.
But now we are going to get started with the interviews. We're going to be starting with the Reef, who their captain Zaire is going to be taking the interviews. Hey Zaire, how's it
Hey,
going,
how's it
dude?
going? Pretty good,
Going
you?
good, going good. Glad to be back instead of having to just watch the stream helplessly
Oh yeah,
and not be able to actually join. But
yeah, definitely.
yeah, last week you guys faced the Tide, very strong team. I feel like that team held your own against them. How do you feel you did last week?
I feel like we did. I feel like we did pretty well, especially with us only of just playing 20 minutes before the tournament started and kind of just getting used to each other's play styles. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how we played against them. We definitely need to be on offense a lot more, but it was just kind of hard breaking through their offense. They are definitely very good at holding us pressure on us.
Yeah, it was a couple interesting stats that we brought up before we started this interview that both you and the Fangs were on your defensive end for 70% of the game last week.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
how are you going to try to break out of your defensive end and start getting some offense going?
I was pretty much just talking about my team a little bit earlier. We just need to keep a little more spacing, keep more boost. So then once we do break through that defensive barrier, then we can actually be able to get plays going instead of just throwing away possession, then scrambling for boost, and then just running back to our net again.
I agree. Final question. I'm going to ask it every week. What is your prediction for the game tonight? How do you think it's going to go?
I think I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. I'm saying we're gonna do 3-1, with Reef winning.
I like it. I like it. Sinks, you got anything for Zaire and the Reef before we move on to the Fangs?
Good luck. I hope this game goes to 5. I hope every game goes to 5 at this point because we have not seen a best of 5, and I like those. I really like them.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Oh,
False
really?
statement.
Was there one in a
We had a
Pelagic that I missed?
Pelagic Kraken Stingrays.
Oh,
Best of 5.
Krakens. Really? Come on,
Yeah.
Stingrays. I thought they were
Yeah.
better than that. On the Kraken? Come on. All right. Well, now I'm just pissed.
Well, the Stingrays still won that game, but that's
Okay,
something
good.
to talk about later today for our power ranking stream
Okay, so the Kraken were the only game 5 that we've had at all.
so far. So far, yeah.
I hate that.
Well, I'll see what I can do. See if I can give you guys a little more of a show tonight.
Please do.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send you back to your team. The lobby info will be up soon, and good luck.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
You yapping about Kraken Stingrays as we're trying to get an interview
sorry.
in?
God. It's always over. It's always got to do something with silver.
You can complain about it on the power ranking stream,
Oh,
all right?
believe me, I
Let's
will.
save it for
That's
there.
like
We gotta have stuff
that's
to
a
talk
tiny drop of what I have in the tank right now.
about. Well, we are gonna get to the Fangs interview where NVM has volunteered to take it. Hey NVM, how's it going?
It's going all right.
All right, so unfortunately, you guys don't have Arox again. Was
Yeah,
really
no.
hoping to see how you, him, and Soklobot did together, but now you have Toxic. So, have you been able to get some games together? How do you feel about it?
We got like 2 threes games, like 30 minutes before the tournament.
And how do you think those went? Like, how do you guys
Um,
think you're gonna get some chemistry?
I mean, Toxic's not a bad player. I think, I think it'll work out well. We're in the 3 games I saw, we had decent spacing. We weren't really like hard coming that much, but just off of like just how we play naturally, I think we're gonna have good spacing, which I know we struggled with last game.
Something I talked about with the Reef as well. You guys last week were on the defensive end 70% of the time. Both you and the Reef. So how I asked the Reef this question, I'm gonna ask you it as well. How are you gonna try to break out of that defensive end and go get some offense going?
I think just just passing it more. We'll get a lot of offense going if we don't go for solo plays as much.
Yeah, and last thing, rank wise, you guys are at a bit of a disadvantage right now. You have 2 round 3s on your team and then a round 2, and you're facing the Reef who have a round 1, round 2, round 3. So rank wise, you're at a disadvantage now. So do you have a way to counter that? Are you just going to try to play more together and
Well,
have better team chemistry than the other team?
I know. I mean, it's a little bit of advantage to us, but I know how EJ plays. So
Oh,
seeing how EJ plays off this and then on this, it's going to be completely the same. So I know how to counter him. It's just the other two that I have to like kind of analyze and see what we can do.
all right. Well, last thing, what is your prediction for the game tonight? How do you think it's going to go?
I think it's gonna go 3-2 us.
So you think it's going to be a 5? We haven't had a Benthic Division match go 5 games yet. So I'd love to see a game 5.
Hopefully we give it to you.
All right. Sinks, you got any final things for MVM before we send them back?
Please give us game 5. I really want a game 5 in this division.
All right.
All right. Well, good luck, dude. The lobby info will be up soon, and have some fun.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to be there for Abyss Tempest. I'm gonna talk more about that game on stream at 8 p.m. for the power rankings. I'm gonna try to save the ammo I have there, but I think that game has major asterisks everywhere.
Yeah.
It felt kind of fluky. I'll explain more on that stream. I don't want to rant about it yet.
Yeah, and I'll rant about Kraken later. I'll do the
yeah,
rest
we'll
of it.
save all that for later. But I do want to see a good game tonight. I think that first match wasn't the best. I think we can bounce back from that.
Yeah.
All right, Sinks, any final things before we get this lobby going?
Nope.
All right, well, I'm going to get the players ready. I'm going to get them in the lobby, and we will be back shortly. Okay. We are back. All the players are in, so.
Perfect.
Here we go. Both teams 0-1, trying to get their first wins. The Reef versus the Fangs. Here's Zaire, trying to get an early goal. The shot missing wide left, trying to pass mid. A quick shot saved by Toxic. To left wall, slow, off the backboard. Toxic's up, can't get the read. He's going to let it drop. Slow, going for a demo there. Zaire with the 50 on Toxic. Slow. Taking it up the left wall. He's got some space off the ceiling. Here's Slow, trying to pinch it down. Can't get the shot. NVM clears the right wall. Toxic booms it out. Has some space. Slowly rolling towards net. Hits it off the right post. And it's cleared out by Zaire. An early chance there for the Fangs. Soklabat off the left wall. Zaire going to boom it out. Trying to force a play. NVM makes it. He's going to try to stay up on it. Slow. Off the ceiling. Straight down. Toxic. Pops it up to himself. Here's Toxic, the free agent, trying to make his voice heard here. Soklabat at the pinch. Slow keeps it out. Trying to pass it mid. Anyone home for the Reef? No, it's cleared out. Slow gets a demo on Toxic. Zaire pops it to himself. Gonna try to pinch it off the ground, but Slow catches it away from him. Slow lets it hit off the left, off the backboard. Toxic pops it past Eyes. Zaire trying to pass mid. Slow is there, but Sokolobot booms it away off the backboard. Rear play for Slow. He makes it. So left corner, Toxic. The pass off the backboard. No one there for the Fangs. Slow can clear. He's going to take it to the left wall. Doesn't have boost to work with. Slow lets it drop. Not able to steal the front left boost from the Fangs. But here's Eyes with the 50. Zaire pops it to himself. Slow has got boost now. Zaire takes it back past Toxic. Off the backboard. Cleared out. Slow keeping the pressure on the Fangs here. NVM to the right wall. Slow pinches it off the ceiling. Nearly goes in. Just misses right. Zaire tries to rip a shot. Gets demo on Toxic in the process. Soklobot. 50's one. Gets it past two. The Fangs have numbers here. Zaire with a strong defensive play. Zaire to Slow. Slow can't get the read on the shot. Off the left corner, Toxic. It's 50 by Eyes. Toxic up the right wall. Passes off the ceiling down. Soklobot. The shot saved by Eyes. It's the left side of the field. NVM gets 50 by Eyes. Off the right wall. NVM pops it up. Slow with the steal. Trying to get a redirect pass mid. That's cleared out. Zaire gets it past one. Slow hits it backwards. I don't know if that was intentional. I think he was just trying to rotate out. Here's Slow. Up the right wall. Has some space. NVM with the steal. NVM going for a double. Big block from Zaire. It's been so strong defensively in this first game for the Reef. Toxic off the left wall. The pass mid. Here's Toxic. The shot over everyone. And the free agent signing gets the first goal of the series. 1-0 Fangs.
Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like Reef are playing not as good as we saw them play last week, but Toxic is playing out of his mind as a free agent for A-Rock, so we know he's a really good player.
Trying to get his name out there so he can get picked up finally. Slow off kickoff. Tries to rip a shot to respond. Doesn't get it on net. Off the backboard. Zaire. The pass mid. No one's there. Soklobot will clear. Slow gets a 50 on Soklobot. Straight down off the ceiling. Zaire has got some space. Gonna boom it off the backboard. Trying to get a double. So is Slow. Saved by NVM. NVM's got some space. Trying to respond. Eyes with a good 50. Toxic. Trying to follow up to the left wall. NVM got some space. Gets a reset. 50 Slow. Slow wins it. Toxic will follow. To the left corner. Can't get another touch. Eyes will clear for the moment. Soklobot also 50s. Eyes. Pass to Zaire. Zaire's got some space. Trying to tie this game. Off the backboard. Eyes the shot. That's blocked. Soklobot. The catch to the right wall. Slow with the steal. Off the ceiling. Trying to hit it straight down. Can't get a follow-up. Soklobot to the left wall. 50 out by Slow. To the other side of the field. Zaire with the 50. Soklobot. Pass off the left wall with 1 minute left. The Fangs up one in this series. Pass mid. Anyone there for the Reef? Slow takes a shot. Toxic's back. Toxic gets a pass Slow. Eyes gets a 50 on him. Straight down. NVM has it stolen by Zaire. The shot saved by Soklobot. Rebound Slow. Another save from Toxic. The Fangs trying to hold on here. The demo, another demo by Toxic to relieve the pressure, but Slow still has some time. Another save from Toxic. And MVM gets up as well. 30 seconds left. Eyes to the right wall, off the corner. Soklobot will clear. NVM's got some space. Slow keeps it in. Toxic to the left wall. Eyes taking his time off the right wall, trying to rip a shot that's blocked. It's clear to the Reef zone. Toxic can't get the read. MVM the shot over everyone. And that's the dagger in game one. The Fangs are up 2-0.
Yeah, a great touch by Toxic. Or not Toxic. A great touch by NVM. Hits it perfectly top right corner right in front of Zaire and Slow. That's a perfect shot.
10 seconds left. What a way to start game one for the Fangs. A complete shutout. And it looked like the Reef had a lot of pressure in the first half of this series, but they just couldn't execute on those chances. But the Fangs have, as Zaire makes the save, Sokolbot tries to keep it up, so does Eyes, and that will drop. The Fangs take game 1.
Yeah, that was a great show by Toxic. Obviously, you said he's trying to make his case on why he shouldn't just be a free agent and why people should sign him, but I think he's doing a great job. NVM is also playing really good with him. It looked to me that Sokolbot was a little out of touch. Maybe that could change in this game, help him get a little more involved. Slow and the rest of the Reef looked pretty slow, ironically. It didn't look like they were challenging everything when they were supposed to, and I feel like if they just try to like clean a little bit of stuff up here and there, if they get their offense flowing a little more, because they did have offense. They had 7 shots. They were on the offensive side. They had a lot of pressure on Fangs, but they need to find a way to get around the defense and capitalize on that pressure and score some real goals. They can't do that too aggressively, though, because if they overcommit, then Fangs are easily going to get a fast break that we've seen happen when MVM hit that perfect top right corner. But I think Reef need to find a way to capitalize on their pressure and get some goals, and I think the way to do that is demos. If they demo some of the defenders, then it's easy for them to get back in this game.
I feel like the Fangs did that a lot too. We saw a double demo from Toxic at one point. I think the Reef gotta try to get involved with that. NVM will win the kickoff. That's kept in the Fang zone. Sokolbot resets the left wall slow. Trying to bounce back from a rough game 1. Sokolbot stolen by Eyes up the right wall. Here's Eyes trying to pass mid. Doesn't get enough power on it. Zare with the 50 straight down. Trying to pass mid. Nothing there. Eyes. It's a hit off the corner. Trying to follow up with it. A drop straight down. Let's pass slow. Zare makes the save. Slow. Going for a heat seeker redirect. Can't get it. But the rebound from Zare is past Sokolbot. And an early goal for the Reef to try to bounce back here in game 2.
That's exactly what I mean. They had a pretty good offensive pressure, and then just a couple of touches get it around enough of the defense, and they can get an easy goal on it.
Good start for the Reef. Can they hold on to this lead, or the Fangs have something to say about it? MVM wins the kickoff. Zare, it's into the right corner. Gonna let it bounce off. Sokolbot, credit with the save there. MVM tries to clear. That's stolen by Slow. Toxic, trying to keep up the momentum he has in game 1 with a very strong performance in his first game of the season. Sokolbot gets a pass. Zare can't follow up on it. Eyes off the corner mid. Toxic can't make the read. Zare's got some space. The shot going bottom right. What placement from Zare, and here come the Reef. They're now up 2-0.
That was another great offensive drive by the Reef. They suffocated the Fangs and took all their boosts, and they were just sitting boostless. They were committing to one side of the field, and they need to spread out their defense a little more.
4:04 left. Tie up on kickoff. Goes in favor of the Fangs. NVM hits it to the left corner. It's cleared out by Eyes. Sokolbot tries to half flip, make a recovery there. Just trying to get a 50 on Eyes. He does get it. And Toxic plays it back to the corner. A little miscommunication there from the Fangs. Can they recover from it? NVM will clear for the moment. Here's Eyes. Trying to pass it to Slow. Slow can't cut. Doesn't really have boost. Sokolbot wins the 50 on Slow. NVM pops it to the right wall. Toxic can't make the read. NVM to Toxic. Trying to pass mid to Sokolbot. Some strong passing there for the Fangs, but just couldn't find at least a shot on target there for them. Toxic gets the save there. Zare can't make the read. Toxic tries to get a 50. Slow. Up the left wall. Gets it past Sokolbot. Gets the double. Off the corner. NVM fakes the commit. Slow gets it past the shot. Saved by Toxic. Eyes. Takes the pass back. Trying to pass mid. Slow. Can't get the read. Sokolbot's got some space. Here's Sokolbot stolen by Zare. And now here come the Reef the other way. Zare to Slow. Blocked by NVM. Off the left wall down. Eyes rips a shot. Another save by Toxic. He's been all over this defensive end, trying to keep the Fangs in it, as the Reef are starting to get a lot of momentum here in game 2. Eyes hits it downfield. Sokolbot to the right corner. He's going to take his space. Away from the play, a trade between MVM and Slow. Zare trying to pass back to Slow. Doesn't get enough power, but it still finds him. Slow getting it up, challenging MVM, and wins the battle. And it's 3-0 Reef.
Yeah, that was a great first touch by Slow, getting a perfect recovery to 50 with NVM. That was a great shot.
2:26 left. Reef, all the momentum here in game 2. It's very similar to what we saw game 1, but they weren't executing like they are now. Off the wall, slow. It's going to take his space, stolen by Toxic. Off the left wall, past mids, NVM. Places it to the corner, Toxic's up early. Trying to pass mid, good read by Eyes to clear. And now here come the Reef the other way. Slow, can't get the read, but Zare has an open net. No one was back for the Fangs, and just like that, the Reef are up 4.
Yeah, that's what I said pre-game, how Fangs are going to be very thirsty to get a goal, and when they do that, they overcommit, and then it's just a very easy fast break for Reef.
It's not looking good here for the Fangs. They took game 1. 2-0. Didn't let up a single goal, but now here we are, not scoring, and they let up 4. Zare gets a bump on Toxic. Soklobot to the corner, slow. Fakes the pop-up, a good play there. He's just going to let it roll off his car. To the left wall, here's Slow. What can he do in the air? We know he's got the talent. Gets it past 2. Off the backboard, Eyes. The steal, Slow, keeps it in. Staying on it, try to get a redirect, but it's a pass mid to Zare, and it's 5-0. The Fangs are starting to lose their touch here.
Yeah, the Fangs are very shooken up. Look, Toxic completely misses and then flips all the way out of the play. NVM needs to get a little bit closer to the net so we can get an easier save, and their defense is all jumbled.
Minute 39 left. Fangs got to try to get some life here before game 3. They just got to try to get 1 or 2 to get that momentum back for themselves, or at least get some morale. Just something to get them going. Zare tries to wait off the corner. Eyes away from the play. It's a demo on MVM. A save from Toxic off the shot from Zare. Slow keeps it in. Here's Eyes trying to get involved in this game as well. It's 50'd out by NVM. Slow. Off the wall. Trying to fake a pinch. Gets it past. Slow. Showing off here, and it's cleared out. Toxic trying to counter the other way. It's a good flick past 1, but Eyes reads it. 1 minute left. Slow. The shot off the backboard double. Misses wide right. What a chance for Slow. NVM the pass mid, and here come the Fangs. Soklobot's shot is blocked. Zare to Eyes. Pops it straight up. Slow. Stays on, gets a reset, not able to follow up on it. Toxic, off the backboard, pass mid, clean pass there, Soklobot's shot is saved. NVM, keeping the pressure on, off the backboard, Zare, to the right wall where Slow waits, a good read from Toxic. Soklobot counters, and it's a save from Eyes. The Reef not letting the Fangs get any signs of life here. Trying to keep the momentum all to themselves. Slow, takes it to the corner. Can't follow up with it. Soklobot. It's stolen by Zare. A little awkward for both teams here in the final moments. Toxic to the right corner. Trying to pass mid. Zare blocks it. Bumps into Slow, but they're still able to get the clear. No time on the clock. Zare to Slow. Trying to hit it off the backboard. Soklobot just pops it mid. Here's Eyes. That's blocked by Toxic, and it's going to drop. The Reef bounce back big time with a shutout of their own as they take game 2.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a great series. Game 1 was a complete flip. I mean, yeah, game 2 was a complete flip from game 1. Toxic, again, with a very good defensive game. He had 3 saves last game and 4 this game. 7 total saves from Fangs. They were on their defensive half a lot. They have 16 shots for the Reef. That's a 7 for Slow and 7 for Zare is a lot of shots. I do think it's going to take NVM's help to get Toxic back involved in the offensive game, because in terms of offensive shots, they had 0s across the board and 2 shots total. That's a horrible offensive stat line. Yeah, I think Soklobot needs to step up a little bit here and play a little better of a third role, because he's definitely the third man role in this team, but he hasn't been playing as good as he needs to be in order to beat the Reef. It's going to take, like I said, NVM to help with Toxic, getting him back involved in the offensive game, and then they can hopefully take game 3, and then, I don't know, I want to see another game 5. I haven't seen one yet.
I just feel like a switch flip for the Reef after that first game. They got shut out, and then Zare and Slow just turned it on. I don't even know how people do that, but, like, I know me trying to play, if I try to... It takes me, like, a few games at least during a match. Like, if I'm not on, like, it takes me a while to start getting going. But they just, in their first game, went from getting shut out to scoring 5. It was just a completely different team. It's very impressive from the Reef. Here's Toxic off the corner. Pinching it down. NVM. Gonna try to pinch it out. Now it's onto the Reef side. There. Pops it straight up. Toxic with the steal. He's got some space. Eyes. Tries to rip a shot. Missing wide left. NVM. It's a Soklobot. Toxic gets a bump on slow away from the play. NVM makes the save. Rebound. Zare. That's blocked as well. Toxic trying to counter the other way. Gets bumped in the air. Tries to go off the ceiling. Can't get it. Eyes will clear. Here's the Reef now. Gets a bump on Soklobot. Slowly rolling and slow. Taps it in. An early read for the Reef once again.
Yeah, that was a great touch. Or no, I didn't even touch it. It's just whoever was there completely missed it, and then Slow jumps in front way faster than Soklobot to get the touch.
I believe that was Soklobot, but I also think he got bumped by Eyes a bit. I think I threw him off a bit. Soklobot off the left wall. Toxic double commits as well. Both Fangs players in the air. Slow will clear. Stolen by NVM, a good cutoff. Eyes tries to force a shot. Soklobot catches and gets a demo on Slow. Zare taking in himself. Backflips, unfortunate for Zare, but Eyes will follow off the right wall. Toxic will try to clear. Slow reads it to perfection, and he's up. What could Slow do here? Reset, past everyone. 2-0 Reef.
Yeah, a basic rule of Rocket League is that when somebody who's really good in the air is up, they need to challenge him, but everybody on Fangs didn't have enough boost to challenge him, so it was just an easy solo play for Slow.
3:41 left. The Reef have 7 unanswered goals the last 2 games. The Fangs got to try to find something. Soklobot off the backboard. Here's Toxic, the shot, and that's exactly what they needed. A double tap from Toxic to cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, that's Soklobot stepping up in that third man role when NVM was out, and he gets a perfect up-down from the curve at the top of the field, and then gets another demo. It makes it very easy for Toxic to tap it in.
Soklobot wins kickoff clean. Eyes pops it up, trying to respond immediately. NVM. Ghost touch there from NVM. It's cleared out by Toxic to the left wall. Slow. Pops it up. Gonna leave it for Soklobot. Here's Soklobot. Pass to Toxic. Saved by Zare. NVM's got to get back. A little awkward for him. Soklobot recovers. Strong defensive showing there from Soklobot. Soklobot is stolen by Slow. Pinch by Toxic. Straight down. Eyes. Leaves it for NVM. Good 50. Toxic's up. Trying to psycho it out. It's a very far psycho. Interesting play there. Slow. Is it blocked by NVM to the left corner? He's going to stay on. Trying to do it himself. Toxic challenging early. Good play there. Zare is up. He's got some space. Doesn't have boost though. NVM gets bumped out of the way. Trying to make a read on it, but just Zare was in the way. Toxic gets it past everyone. And here come the Fangs the other way, trying to tie this game. Pass mid, nothing there. Zare will clear. To the right wall. Gets it past 1. Zare tries to 50 the next. Here's Soklobot. Gets bumped in the back by Toxic. Slow. He's going to try to take it himself across the entire field. Toxic tries to 50. Slow wins it to the left corner. Soklobot 50s it out for the moment. Zare keeps it in. Toxic. Just a bad pop. That goes right to Slow. Now he's got space and boost. Past 1. Eyes gets bumped. A smart play from Toxic. Potentially saving a goal. Zare off the backboard. Fangs got a lot of pressure on them right now. No one challenging for the Fangs. Leaves Slow with time and space. Going for the double, and it's cleared out by Toxic. Zare the catch. Good 50 to the left wall. Zare's up. Going for a double tap. Zare the shot. Past everyone. What an aerial performance there from Zare. 3-1 Reef.
That was a great mechanically gifted offense by the Reef right there. They have so many good people who are really good in the air, and it was just awesome to watch. Soklobot just barely missed that. That would have been an awesome save from him.
Can't lie, you folded that clip for me. I was gonna make that a clip, but you know, when you post that on Instagram and Shorts, I'm not gonna disrespect you by posting you just blabbering, you know?
What?
We'll talk about it after the game. Toxic was able to clear as Zare gets a demo away from the play. Eyes off the right wall to Soklobot. Up the left wall, NVM can't read. Soklobot Off the ceiling down. Zaire keeps it in, tries to force a shot. That's cleared out. Soklobot to the left corner. Slow. Gonna take it himself with 1 minute left. Playing it around to the other side. Doesn't really have boost. Leaves it for Zaire. Stolen by Toxic. Toxic doesn't have boost either, but Slow does. He's up. Trying to get it past one. He does. Doesn't have any more boost, though. What can he do? Trying to pass mid. That's rolling towards net. Eyes gets his first goal of the series. And that might be the dagger for the Reef here in Game 3.
I'm very offended by what you said that just back there. You're making fun of my color commentating. I've had a rough 3 days, and I have a triple header that I'm doing with you. I could just not be here right now.
Okay?
Okay?
No, it's fine. It's
Okay?
fine. It's
No,
fine.
no. Okay, I could just not be here.
NVM. It's saved by Slow. To the left side. Good 50 from Toxic. Zaire rips a shot. Slowly rolling towards net. Double tap. Slow misses wide right. Trying to show off here are the Reef as Toxic gets a clear. Soklobot to Toxic. The shot from Toxic gets it past everyone. And they're trying to get some momentum here before Game 4.
Yeah, that was a great touch by Sokolbot, and then Toxic gets right around it for a goal. Zaire and Eyes are barely just too slow to get back there.
That's a bit better. Anyways,
Oh my God.
23 seconds left. A big win on kickoff there for the Reef. Slow off the ceiling, trying to do it himself. Off the backboard, can't follow, but Eyes can. The redirect, can't get it. And it's cleared out. Zaire pops it up. Off the ceiling, 10 seconds left. Trying to pass in mid. 5 seconds. Here's Slow. Taking it himself. Sokolbot gets it past. Toxic makes the save. Zaire trying to get one more for the road. Can't do it. And the Reef will take Game 3.
Yeah, I guess they're lucky they didn't score that 0-second goal, or else I would have just ruined another clip just for fun. I'm not letting you get away with this.
No. It was just a lot of stuttering on that. I was gonna clip it, but I didn't want. I felt bad that there was gonna be a stuttering clip on Shorts or Instagram. I didn't want to do that
I
to
don't
you.
care.
It's
a
out of
cool
love
clip.
for you, okay?
It's not a
It's out of
just-
love
it's
for
a
you,
cool
okay?
clip.
It's out of respect for you as a person. I didn't want you to feel like that, okay?
Meh. I don't really
Don't
care
leave
that
me.
much. Hey, we got a triple header today, all right? I've had a rough past 3 days, and I could have just not been here. So I didn't hear a thank you either for me streaming this while you were doing whatever with your Wi-Fi.
Wait, whoa. I did say thank you, though.
Yeah, but
I did say
make it a little
thank you.
better,
I-
you know?
What do you mean thank you? I pinged everyone and said huge shout out to Chicken and Sinks for streaming without me. Where would I be without you? That's what I said.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, we get it.
I'd be
we
nowhere
get it.
without you. I get that.
We get it.
Okay. The parents
Yeah,
are
this
fighting.
kid.
Yes, Bass. Yes, Bass, we're fighting. Who's the mom? Hell no. I'm not even.
We're not answering
having
that.
this
Come on.
Yeah, we're not answering that. Anyways, on to Game 4. Soklobot wins kickoff. Back to Zaire. He's got some space, taking it up. Here's Zaire. Reset. Can't get another. It's cleared by NVM. You're Slow. Trying to take it off the backboard. Stolen. A pinch out by the Fangs. And here's Soklobot. Just has Eyes to beat. Good defensive play there. Here's Zaire. Can't follow up with it. Eyes misses 2. Awkward here for the Reef. Zaire doesn't have boost to work with. Toxic to steal. The follow by NVM. Missing wide. Zaire off the left wall. He's got some space. Tries to force a shot. Saved by Soklobot. Eyes has it stolen by NVM. Here's Soklobot. Waiting with no boost. Slow. Stalling for time. Toxic. Off the corner down. Slow can't make the read. Toxic the shot. That's blocked by Slow. NVM is up to follow. Gets it past Eyes. Zaire. Bad touch by Zaire. The Fangs have a chance here if they hurry. The shot is saved by Slow. Eyes demos Soklobot away from the play. Toxic with the cutoff. The shot from Toxic slowly rolls, and the Fangs take the lead with 4 minutes left.
Yeah, that was a perfect touch by Toxic. I don't think Eyes or Zaire was expecting that to be on or expecting it to be that fast, just right around the defense.
Striker's the mom. Nate, you're banned, dude. You're gone. 4 minutes left. Toxic wins kickoff to the right wall. Slow. He's got some space now. Here's Slow. Gets it past 1, past 2. Some poor defensive showing there from the Fangs, and it's a tie game.
Yeah, that was a great job. I think they were expecting a 50, but he just didn't have enough boost. The ball was just outside of him, and the sloppy defense, just a double whiff.
They had the lead, and just 2 whiffs there leads to a tie game. Soklobot, it's in the left corner. Zaire challenges early, gets a good pinch out. NVM with a good redirect to try to pop it to Toxic, but he doesn't have boost to go for it. Eyes the pass mid, Toxic clears. It's Toxic versus Zaire. Zaire gets back in time to make the play. NVM off the left wall to Soklobot. Off the backboard to Toxic. The redirect. What a save from Zaire. Almost an epic. Nice voice crack. I deserve it. You know what?
Oh,
Hand up.
wow, yeah.
Yeah, I deserve that. You know what? That's karma. That's karma. But we'll talk about that after the game. An almost absurd passing play there from the Fangs, but Zaire makes a phenomenal save. NVM. Voice crack this one. The pass mid. Eyes own goals, and the Fangs take the lead back.
What is going on right now?
Dude.
I mean, first of all,
What a mess.
I think we're taking applications for board members after what Nate is saying in the chat, but that's neither here nor there.
No, I think he's defending you because I voice cracked. By the way. Toxic off the backboard. He's got some space. Trying to carry it around Eyes. Can't get the reset. That's cleared by Slow. NVM off the left wall. As Zaire challenging early to the left side. Can't get another touch. Eyes pops it up. Straight down Toxic. Can't get the read. Slow just has Soklobot up in the air. Soklobot can't make the read. Gets it past. And it's slowly rolling towards that. And Slow takes advantage. Another defensive error there from the Fangs. And the Reef tie it up again.
And that was another whiff. We've seen too many whiffs this game, and the Fangs are going to pull it off and take it to a game 5.
Bass, they're both moms. Yo. This is the admins, by the way.
Yeah, Striker,
This
if
is
this is the first game 5 of the Benthic Division and we're ruining it by talking like this, I think it's over for us. I think we pass the stream to anybody else.
You're kind of rooting for the Reef now. We don't want this to be the first game 5 of the of the Benthic Division for sure. Eyes takes it to the left wall, trying to get a redirect. The pass mid, Slow waits. So does Toxic off the corner. Zaire gets demo away from the play. Slow tries to stay on, gets it past 2, but that just rolls to the other side. Toxic from his own backboard, doesn't have any more boost. Eyes challenges him. Slow pops to himself. Slow just used all his boost to get up in the air. He has nothing more to do with it. Soklobot leaves it for Zaire, trying to pass mid. It's cleared out by NVM. Trying to take his space, gets it past Eyes. Off the corner, Zaire gonna take his space. Soklobot challenging early, gets a bump on him, and it's cleared out by NVM to Toxic on the left wall. A good pass there from NVM. Toxic, 50's Eyes, staying on the left wall. Off the backboard, Toxic tries to get a double. What a save from Slow. Zaire will clear it out. Soklobot pops it to himself, taking it to the other side. Zaire lets it hit off the corner. Slow is going to delay. No one really challenging for the Fangs. Slow is going to take his space. Pass 2. Going for a sidewall. Can't get it. Soklobot will clear. Toxic. The pass mid to NVM off the backboard. Cleared out by Zaire. Toxic waits for the 50. Loses it to Zaire. 1 minute left. The Fangs need this game to force a game 5. In the first game 5 in the Benthic Division. Toxic hits it right down to Zaire. Zaire's going to take his space, taking it off the backboard. Good 50 by Soklobot, cleared out. The Reef got the pressure now. NVM with the steal. The Fangs have some numbers here if they hurry, but Slow booms it downfield. Soklobot, can he get back? He almost redirects it into his own goal, but it's cleared out by Toxic. 30 seconds left. Zaire passing mid. The shot misses wide left. What a chance for the Reef, and they couldn't execute. And now we go the other way. Soklobot off the backboard. Eyes can't get a good read. NVM to Toxic. Can't get a read as well. And it's cleared out by Slow. Soklobot challenges early. Straight down off the ceiling. 10 seconds left. Slow can't get a redirect. Cleared by NVM. 5 seconds now. Zaire leaves it for Eyes. Trying to pass mid. The Fangs got to jump. And NVM gets the clear. And we're going to overtime. Fangs a must-win to force a game 5. The Reef need this to jump to 1-1. Eyes Pops to himself. Slow will stay on. Toxic to the right wall. Straight down. Toxic trying to pass mid. Doesn't get a clean touch. Slow wins the 50. Gets it past Sokolobot. Here goes Slow. Up in the air. Someone's got a challenge. Toxic will. Off the backboard. Saved by NVM. Pops it past one. And here come the Fangs now. Toxic. It's a bounce off the left corner. Going up himself. Cleared out by Slow. NVM. Hits it right to Zaire. Zaire booms a shot. Sokolobot got a cut. Big save from Sokolobot. Eyes off the right wall. NVM will clear. That's slowly rolling to Sokolobot. Off the right wall. Redirect. The shot misses over the backboard. And here comes Slow. Good 50 from Toxic. Sokolobot off the left wall. Eyes able to get the clear for the moment. Toxic gets a demo on Zaire. That's slowly rolling towards that. Slow makes the save. Toxic hits it right into NVM. Toxic gets a demo on Slow. Here's Sokolobot. The 50 on Zaire. The pass mid. NVM off the backboard. Can anyone challenge for the Fangs? It's Toxic. And Toxic forces a game 5. What a clutch play from the Fangs.
The Fangs completely just locked in this entire overtime. They had 2 huge missed opportunities, and then a ground shot from Toxic right over Zaire forces a game 5. And I apologize in advance that this is the series that goes to game 5.
Dude, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But here we are. We're doing it.
Yep. And we're going to have to do it too, because we don't got any other choice.
Right, casters? Yeah. This is a really good series, though. Like,
Yeah.
jokes aside, and what me and Sinks are yapping about the last couple of games, I blame Nate for it. But jokes aside, this is
let's
one
blame
of,
Nate.
if not the best Benthic Division matches of the season so far.
Oh, easily, yeah. Toxic, like, he's their whole team. He's their free agent signing for their best player. I think it's smart to keep him after this game because I believe NVM is a 3rd round guy, right?
Yes, I think so.
So, yeah,
Because
if NVM
the
is 3rd
roster,
round,
Arox, Toxic, and NVM would be...
yeah, that would bring them
Well,
up a lot. Well, we haven't seen
it's
Arox
also
yet, so we don't
Sokolobot.
really know. But Sokolobot's
Yeah, but
been playing
also-
good, but it was only this last game that I've seen him play, like, really good. Like, he was a big part of this win, but earlier in the series, he looked very shaky.
It's going to be a tough decision for Sellout to see who is off the team after this. Because yeah, NVM hasn't looked as good as he did week 1, but neither has Sokolobot. But I
Yeah.
think, in my opinion, I'm sorry, Sokolobot, but NVM has more promise.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
could sound rough, but it just makes sense to me. I feel like I've seen more of NVM than Sokolobot the first 2 weeks. Slow. The shot early and an early lead in game 5 for the Reef. With
Yeah, the Fangs are
4:49
definitely
left.
getting a little bit comfortable with Toxic with the Musty, and then he tried to get a flip reset, didn't get it, and then Slow just wasn't playing any of his games, and he just hit it right around him.
Good start for the Reef. They took advantage of a mistake by Toxic, trying to do too much in his own defensive end. NVM pops it straight up by Eyes. Zaire keeps it in, slowly rolling towards that. Slow. Can't get the catch, but can A recover? Eyes takes the goal from Slow. He had an open net, and he just tapped it over the crossbar. What am I seeing? Sokolobot off the corner, trying to respond the other way. Zaire can't get a read. NVM, it looks like the Reef are a bit stunned here. Slow the save. Off the ceiling, straight down. Slow takes the boost. Gonna take it himself, trying to bounce back from a rough mistake from Eyes. Slow gets a demo on NVM. Toxic will clear. Off the left wall, pass one. It's just Slow back, forces a shot. Easy save for Slow. Off the left wall. I feel like we've seen all Slow so far this first minute. The redirect off the ceiling. NVM can't get there, but it hits off the post. What a chance for Slow in the Reef again. Zaire going for a redirect. Saved by Sokolobot. Eyes trying to pass mid. NVM will clear to the right wall. Straight down. NVM gets a bump on Slow. Toxic with the 50. Sokolobot the follow. Cleared by Eyes. Eyes tries to force a shot that's saved by NVM. Trying to stay on it. Can't get the 50 on Zaire. Off the left corner. Doesn't get the redirect read. Sokolobot will clear for the moment, but Slow keeps the pressure on. Off the ceiling, down. Slow the shot. What an angle from Slow. And the Reef take a 2-0 lead.
It's a very difficult angle to get in, and he just went perfectly right off the ceiling, gets right around it, and then Toxic couldn't get there all the way for the save. It was really close though.
3:20 left. The Reef finally back to where they should have been. They had an open net, and I think it was Eyes. I'm hearing some controversy in the chat on whose fault that was, but I think it was Eyes taking the goal from Slow. But now they're up 2-0 like they should be. Eyes to the right wall, trying to pass mid, touches it down, gets it past one. Toxic's got some space now, pops it up. Slow reads the pop perfectly. Off the left wall, Zaire with the pass off the backboard. NVM is up, doesn't get the read. NVM's looked off the last couple games. NVM, the pass mid. Here's Toxic, pops it to himself, doesn't have any more boost to go. Toxic leaves it for NVM while Slow booms it out into the Fang zone. Soklobot pops it up, stolen by Slow. Doesn't have any more boost to work with. Toxic will clear where Soklobot waits. Gonna try to get another touch off this left wall, and it's cleared out by Zaire. The pass mid, Eyes with the save. NVM off the left wall, gonna stay on. Stolen by Toxic. Some miscommunication there from the Fangs. A little tough double commit there. Slow, gonna take it the other way. Here's Slow, that's stolen by Soklobot out of the air. Now Zaire will follow, trying to pass mid. Toxic the catch, the pinch out. Eyes leaves it for Toxic, passing it to Soklobot. Some good passing here off the left wall. NVM getting everyone involved. The shot saved by Slow. Toxic tries to get a pinch, doesn't get what he wants, but he stays on. Gets a flick around one. Zaire tries to read it off his own backboard. He's able to clear for the moment. Toxic keeps it in. The pass mid. Soklobot jumps early, cleared out by Eyes. Off the left wall, Slow gets 50 by NVM. Zaire moves it off the wall. Toxic has some space, doesn't have any more boost though. Slow gets up in time to make the play. NVM can't get the pass mid. Soklobot stays on. Rolls off the backboard mid, cleared out by Eyes. Toxic cut this off, gets a 50 on one. Can't stay on. Zaire will clear to Slow. The redirect. What a save from Soklobot. That would have been the game for the Reef, but Soklobot keeps the Fangs in it. Toxic off the corner. Saved by Zaire. And VM can't follow up on it. Gets a bump on Zaire. Soklobot pinches it out. 1 minute left. The Fangs need two to force an overtime in this game 5. Soklobot straight down. Pass by Eyes. Toxic can't make the read. And that's cleared out. Toxic's got some space. The pass off the ceiling, straight down. You can't get the play. It's Zaire puts the dagger in the series as they're up 3.
Yeah, the Fangs had a lot of offensive pressure, and the Reef didn't bend. They just completely played their game. They let their defense do the speaking, and then they get a perfect offensive possession and get a good goal.
44 seconds left. And to reflect on this game, the Fangs had 2 third-round players, and they just stood up against the full roster of the Reef and forced the game 5. Major props to Toxic and the Fangs as that shot is saved from Zaire. 30 seconds left, trying to pass mid. The pinch misses wide left. Eyes off the right wall, trying to pass mid. NVM can't get the read. Something to talk about probably later in the power rankings. I feel like NVM has had an off series. He just hasn't looked like he did week 1, which could have been the difference in this series. 5 seconds to go. Slow off the backboard, straight down. Eyes off the left wall, trying to pass mid, get one more for the road. Soklobot will clear. Zaire keeps it up, so does NVM. Eyes catches it, gets a flick to the corner. NVM with the demo on Slow, and that is the game. The Reef take the series and jump to 1-1.
Yeah, probably the worst 5-game series that could have possibly been anywhere in Rocket League because of us. But this is definitely the best series in terms of gameplay that we've seen in the Benthic Division.
I agree. I feel like talent-wise, I feel like there's been other teams that have played better, but in terms of just teams being equal, I agree with you. I think this was the best series so far in the Benthic Division. But I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I think Kraken Stingrays was a better Game 5 than this was.
Really?
Or a better 5-game series than this one.
Okay.
You should probably watch that one back. But
I
it was
won't.
good.
I got a lot of stuff coming up the next 2 weeks.
Fair enough. But it was a good 5-game series. I do think that one was better, but this was also a really fun series.
I will
And
take your
again,
word
I'm
for it. How
sorry.
about that?
Yeah, that's fine. And again, I'm sorry to everyone for us ruining the commentary.
Oh no, yeah, that was horrible.
Hey, there's other leagues that their commentary is a lot worse. So
Yeah, also a
Right.
lot more boring. I mean, how many people
And a
talking
lot more
about who's the mom in the relationship with the two commissioners of the league?
this guy gets it. This guy gets it. But now on to interviews. We're going to be starting with the losing team, the Fangs, and NVM is taking the interview once again. Hey NVM, how's it going?
It's all is going.
Sorry, man. I mean, you forced the game 5, which, again, what we talked about with you having 2 third-rounders and a second-rounder against a first, second, and third, you guys are already at a disadvantage, and I feel like you guys performed pretty well tonight. How do you guys think you did?
I think we did all right. I mean, the last little bit of game 4, we kind of got our offense going, but other than that, we couldn't get our offense going. I mean, Slow is just he was on top of it the whole way through.
Yeah, Slow is a very, very good player. And I mean, the only real thing you could try to do to stop a player like that is jump early. And I feel like most of the time you did, but I also felt like every time you didn't, he took advantage of it. I
Yeah.
feel like that was a big difference. But to talk about the future of your team, right? A-Rock should be coming back next week. I feel like Toxic played a remarkable game for your team. I just don't know how Sellout's gonna decide who stays because it's either you, Soklobot, or Toxic that unfortunately when Arox comes back is gonna be dropped to free agency. But do you have any thoughts about that
Um,
situation?
I mean, I didn't play as well as I did week 1. I kind of after week 1, I saw Soklobot wasn't a good third man, so I wanted to try to take that role, and it just didn't work out because he was still in the mindset of a third man.
I mean,
I
I still think either way, when if either you or Soklobot, because I think after this performance, I think Toxic is going to stay. I
Yeah.
think after either you or Soklobot gets dropped, I think you're immediately getting picked up though, because I think you and Soklobot are players that shouldn't just be left on free agency. I feel like you guys need to be picked up by someone. I don't know by who, and I'm not gonna take hatred or favoritism towards any third round players, but I think you should get picked up. But we will see what Sellout decides. He's got a couple days to figure that out. So, any final things you want to say before we send you back to your team?
No, but I do know that I saw our next week's matchup, and that is going to be a W. I've already looked at the roster, looked at what they have, look at
I've gotta pull up that actually. I forgot to say that. What your matchup is next week?
isn't it tied?
It's no. Week
What is
3,
it?
you are facing the Waves. So
Oh,
that's
the
his,
Waves. I mean,
it's gonna be it's his good team. You need to get Arox back. That's what you need.
I've looked at the roster, and now I've looked at what we have going. I ain't too worried.
Yeah, week 4. No, you're not. You're facing the Surge week 4. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna drag you back down your team. We're gonna interview the Reef and just wrap up stream. Thank you for showing up, and we'll see you next week.
Alrighty.
I feel like the Fangs played good. I think MVM said it himself, so I will say it. I don't think he had his best stuff today. I feel like Sellout's gonna have a very big decision to make on who he keeps. But me personally, I do think NVM should be the one to stay because I think him at playing like he did week 1 with Arox and Toxic, that is a that's a team I'm probably going to put higher in the rankings.
Yeah, definitely. I think he had the wrong mindset going into the game of taking the third man, because even if Soklabat isn't as good of a third man, you can't just abandon your post without telling anybody. Like if he was the second man like the whole series, I think he could have got Toxic involved in the offensive game in those games that they lost and just turn it around, and I think they could have taken it in 4 if he played as good as he did in week 1 and matched up with Toxic.
I fully agree. But I've just gotten news that there's someone else taking the interview instead of Zaire for the Reef. Apparently, they want Eyes to take it.
Oh,
And I
okay.
feel like the chat's pretty hype about that for some reason. But
Yeah.
just to remind Striker, you have 2 more streams to do. Oh, I know. I know. I think we know. Me and Sinks know, not just me. I'm not going to be selfish. Me
Oh,
and
no,
Sinks
yeah.
know.
The 8 o'clock stream, the weekly stream, it should be fine. It's a good chance to wind down a little bit and complain about the Kraken.
True. Oh, this guy gets it. And everyone's going to praise Brainiac when we talk about the Kraken. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's bring Eyes in. I want him doing the interview. Hey, Eyes. How's it going?
What's up?
Congratulations on the win. Got your first win of the season. You were pretty, I wouldn't say last second to say you can make it, but like a few hours before, you're like, oh yeah, I can make it. Glad you were able to.
Yeah. Work ended up changing a little bit for me, so I was able to come in and play.
Oh, that's good. How do you feel you guys played tonight?
I feel we played good. I personally didn't play the best, but I definitely blame Nevermind.
Yeah. So I feel like I gotta ask. There was a moment in game 4 where Slow had an open net and you jumped over him to try to get a shot and it went over the bar. I want you to be honest with me, right? Do you think that was Slow's fault or your fault?
I thought I had a good shot there. There was no calm from Slow, but I mean he's only played he got on like 20 minutes like prior to the game, dude. So he was just warming up the whole time, really.
I just found it pretty entertaining and like it just shocked me and I felt like
From my
the
point of
30
view, I had an open net.
well, probably the same as him. So, I mean, it just sounds like a miscommunication issue. But, I mean, you guys still won, and you had the first best of 5 for the Benthic Division. It was probably one of the more entertaining series so far this season. So,
Yeah, it was definitely fun. My teammates are pretty good, so I'm kind of trying to play the support role, and not hard challenge, but every now and then I'll catch myself going for something that I should not be going for. So
I mean, I feel like you played your role, right? I don't feel like besides that, whatever that was, game 4, but besides that, I feel like you tried to just jump when you needed to and let Slow and Zaire do their thing, which for a support role, I know one as myself, I am a support role. That is the right thing to do. So I think you did your job perfectly fine.
yeah, there's a lot of times that I felt like I should have gone, but I didn't because I felt like my teammates were, they're there for me. So
Yeah. But your next matchup will be against the Surge, who we're going to talk about it in the power ranking stream later tonight. But I think they are in a downward trend all the way to the bottom. But we will talk about that later. So how do you feel about that matchup?
we'll definitely we'll try our best, man. I mean, I don't really know a whole lot of players in here. I've only seen them play like one game, maybe two.
That's fine.
So
I mean, you just show up, play the game, have some fun. That's perfectly fine.
yep, absolutely.
But Sinks, you got anything for Eyes before we let him go back to his team?
No, I think he had a good game. I didn't really see that goal that was either saved or stolen, whatever. I didn't get a good shot of it, so I'll watch this back and look at it. I hear a lot of talk about it. I didn't see it.
I thought
But,
I
yeah.
had it. I thought I had it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, thank you for doing the interview. I'm gonna drag you back down to your team chat, and we will see you next week.
Alrighty, that'll work.
Wait, before you go, tell Zaire to stick around. I need to do something with him.
Okay. Everything else is, if it's not Nevermind's fault, it's dog's fault.
True.
It's always dogs.
Yeah, dogs. L dogs, dude. L dogs. All right. Have a good night.
All right, see ya.
Everyone loves blaming dogs, dude. Love it.
Why does everybody blame dogs? Am I
Because it's
slow to
always-
this or something?
No, it's just dogs' fault.
All right, this is an inside joke that I am not a part of.
No, it's just if at first you don't know whose fault it is, it's dog's fault. It's that easy.
You know what? No, I'm gonna be on dog's side. I'm gonna be different.
you just gotta do something different. All right. Well, we need to wrap up stream because we've got another match in 50 minutes, and it's
Mhm.
gonna be the finale of the week. And God, it's gonna be a good game. We gotta lock in for the commentary for that one. Waves Orcas, gonna be a lot of fun to cast that one.
Yeah, if you're watching this game live, this was a complete 1 of 1. I don't think this can or will ever happen again.
So here's what you need to do, right? If you somehow skip to the end, right, and you didn't watch the beginning for some reason, right? Just watch the first 2 games, then skip to game 5.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
game 3, game 4 didn't happen, and then
Yeah,
you're good.
let's just say that. Let's just say game 3 and 4 didn't happen, and it was a best of 3.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect.
But bye, moms. Yo, Bass, I hate you. But anything else you want to say to the stream before we wrap this one up?
Nope.
All right. Finale, 7 p.m. EST, Waves Orcas, and then an hour or so later, depending on how fast we get the stats in and how fast we change our predictions and stuff, the power ranking stream will be at 8 p.m. EST, roughly. Try to give us some time. Try not to push us. But we will try our best to start that stream as soon as possible. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you for Waves Orcas. Have a good night.